Hi guys, and welcome to today's tutorial. So this is something that has been requested in the Magpie Beauty Facebook group. If you're a nail technician, you can come and join. I'll leave the link for that down below. So this design was actually first done by Shakespeare, who you didn't know, is the owner and brains behind Magpie Beauty. So all the glitters and the dusts and the pigments and the brushes that I always show you guys, she does everything. So it was her design. She actually did it over a white background, but she kindly let me use her design and sort of told me how she did it so I could film this video for you guys. And she actually as well suggested the baby pink background. So this is all Sarah. So she let me borrow her design and film this tutorial for you guys. So I'm going to be showing you how to do all of this different glitter nail art. Also showing you how to use the Magpie glitters in smaller details as well by mixing them with your top coat. So if you want to find out on how I created these gorgeous Christmas pudding nails, then just stay tuned. Okay, so we're going to be using a lot of products today. So I'm going to be using gel polish, and we're going to be using Gelish. So the first colour is going to be Pink Smoothie, which is a baby pink colour. Then the next one is Whose Side Are You On? And this is sort of like, well, it's a sparkly brown colour, but it's a good base for cocoa. Then I've also got Arctic Freeze, which is a bright white. Then I've got Good Gossip, which is actually a sparkly red, but you can have a plain red if you want to. And then I've also got Just What I Wanted, which is a sparkly green. And again, if you've got a sort of similar plain green, go for that. Okay, and we're also going to be using a lot of glitter today. So obviously I'm going to be using all Magpie glitters. So we've got Cocoa, which is a holographic brown. We've got Blossom, which is a translucent white. We've got Ruby, which is a metallic red. We've got Holly, which is a metallic dark teal green colour. And then we've actually got one of the Magpie Dust in Connie, and this is what we're going to be putting on the rest of our nails. I'm also just going to be using some black acrylic today, and this is by Dowler Rowney, and this is just from Hobbycraft. This is the graduate acrylic because it's quite cheap and it comes in massive tubes. So to apply the glitter today, I've got my Magpie Detailer brush and my Magpie Duster brush. Okay, so I'm going to be doing the Christmas pudding accent nail first, just because that's kind of the longest bit. So the first thing that I've done is used my baby pink colour and done 2 thin coats over the whole nail, curing in between each layer. The inhibition layer is still on there at the moment. But now we're going to do the outline of the Christmas pudding. Going to get my ring thing and my black acrylic. Then I'm going to get my Lucente D2 detailer brush. So we're going to draw sort of like on half of the nail, I'd say, and doing sort of like a half moon shape. Just like that, and it doesn't need to be neat because when we are applying our sort of brown gel polish, it's going to kind of cover most of that up. So yeah, so you need to wait for the black acrylic to dry. It will go matte when it's completely dry. Then you're going to top coat once with your top coat. You're going to then cure, and then I'll be back with you. So I've top coated, cured, and now we're going to get a lint-free white with some gel cleanser. You probably don't need as much of that, I kind of spilt it. And then we're really going to take off that inhibition layer of the top coat, and you really need to be vigilant about this because if there's any tackiness, glitter will stick. So I'm then going to get my brown colour, which is Whose Side Are You On? So just with the brush, what I want to do is just fill in thinly because you're going to do 2 coats. Don't overdo it just because you think you're doing nail art. And we're just going to put a thin coat at the half of the nail using the black outline sort of as a guide for where you're going, like that. So I'm now going to cure this for 30 seconds in my lamp and I'll be back with you. Okay, so now we're just going to do exactly the same thing, just another thin coat of your brown colour and cure in your lamp. Okay, so that is now all cured. So the inhibition layer is still on, and this is what we want because this is how we're going to stick the glitter to it. So I'm going to grab my Magpie glitter in, oh, it's upside down. I'm going to grab cocoa and I'm just going to pour some of the glitter into the lid. Get my detailer brush and we're just going to put this all over that tacky brown gel, like that. So, and we're going to do just a little bit of burnishing just with the detailer brush, and then get the duster brush and really dust that nail. This also helps burnish the glitter in, but will also make sure there is no flyaway glitter. So now we are going to top coat again, cure that, and then I'll be back with you. Okay, so that is now all cured. So we're now again going to wipe the inhibition layer off. So next I'm going to get Arctic Freeze, which is my white gel polish. So, and getting my Ring Thing palette again, we're just going to pop some of this onto the palette, then getting our dotting tool and dipping that in. We're going to do 3 dots and about maybe a third of the way. Depends how long your nails are, I would say. Just do it by judgment. But we're going to do 1 in the middle and then 2 either side. Then we're going to get our nail art brush again and just dip that in to the gel. So, and we want to go round the edge, so covering all of that brown, all of the brown glitter, and going right up to where we did that black line, and sort of down in the corners as well. So, and now we're going to join up the 3 dots. So all I do is sort of go from the corner of 1 dot and just do a nice sort of semicircle. It doesn't need to be neat because they're meant to be, you know, sort of big icing drips, but just something like that, just to join them up, a nice sort of semicircle. I might just round this bit off. Okay, so, and then we're just going to fill in the middle. Now, Gelish Arctic White is actually very good for doing nail art because, as you can see, I mean, this is quite a thin coat, but it's a very bright white and it's really opaque quite quickly, which is really good. So if you're looking for a good sort of gel polish to do nail art with, I would suggest this one. So now we're going to cure that in our lamp for 30 seconds. Okay, so that's now been cured. So we've got the inhibition layer still on there, and that's what we want. We're then going to get Magpie Glitter in Blossom and our detailer brush again. Make sure that you've just wiped your detailer brush on some like kitchen towel or, you know, some of your couch roll, whatever you have, just to make sure there's no cocoa still left on there. So, and again, just going to pour some of that into the lid. And this is just like snow. I love this glitter, it's so pretty. Right, so we're just going to pick the glitter up and just pop that onto the white tacky gel. And with this one you don't really need to do a lot of burnishing, just wipe it, and then we're going to get our duster brush again and we're then going to wipe over that whole nail, burnishing that glitter in and getting any flyaway glitter off. So now before we top coat again, we're going to do some more sort of detail-y bits of nail art. So, and we're going to start drawing some holly on. that. So we need to now wait for the acrylic paint to dry. It will go matte. Then we're going to top coat once and then I'll be back with you. Okay, so again I'm just going to wipe off the inhibition layer. Again, going to grab my nail palette. I'm also going to grab just what I wanted, which is the green colour, and I'm just going to pop a tiny bit onto my palette and also get my nail art brush again. This is more just of a base colour, and we're just going to fill in the holly. Then before we cure, I'm also going to get Good Gossip, which is our sparkly red colour, or just our red colour, and again just pop a tiny bit onto the palette. So, and just going to fill in our little berries. So, I mean, if you wanted to, you could leave it like that, but I am going to add glitter afterwards. But first we need to cure this in our lamp for 30 seconds. So I'm then going to grab my top coat. This is my older one, just because I'm trying to use up the remainder, just like that. You only need that tiny little bit. So then I'm going to grab Holly, my gel polish stirrer / spatula, and just pour that. I kind of work it out that we're doing half and half. So then with our brush, just gonna mix that all together. So see, we've got a really nice mixture there by doing sort of half top coat, half glitter. Probably actually don't need this much, but hey. So, and we're going to now fill in the holly again, and you can see the difference of sparkle between just the normal green glitter gel polish to the glitter and top coat mix. So before I move on, I'm going to cure that in my lamp. So now we're going to do exactly the same thing with the red. So I'm going to get Ruby, and again get the spatula, and then we're just going to mix. So you don't want this to be sort of too pasty, you still want it to be sort of quite runny. And then we're just gonna again fill in those red dots like that. So, and I'm going to cure that in my lamp for 30 seconds. So for the finishing touch, I'm going to again get my black acrylic, so, and get my nail art brush again. So all we're going to do is just do 2 thin tiny lines down the centre of the holly. So I'm going to wait for that acrylic to dry, then I'm going to top coat twice, curing in between each layer. These can be quite thin if you want them to, and I'll wipe off the inhibition layer and then I'll be back with you. Okay, so here's the finished look on the Christmas pudding nails. So that's all of the detailed harder bit done. So now we're going to get on to just finishing off the rest. Okay, so I've done 2 coats of Pink Smoothie, which is my pale pink colour. The inhibition layer is still on there at the moment. If you wanted to, you could just top coat these and then you're done, if you wanted to not have glitter all over, but I want to have glitter all over, so that's what we're going to go for. So I'm going to grab Magpie Dust in Connie, and just going to pour some of that out into the lid. Grab my detailer brush. Okay, so just going to grab some of the dust and just start putting that onto the gel. So as you can see, this is super fine, this dust. You don't even really have to press it in that much. You definitely don't need to burnish. You do not need to burnish the dust at all, because they just stick so well, just like that. So then I'm going to get my duster brush and just going to dust off all the excess like that. So I'm going to top coat those 3 nails twice, curing in between each layer, wiping off the inhibition layer at the end, and then I'll be back with you. And here is the finished result. So, and these look absolutely gorgeous. Obviously they are Christmassy, but being pink, if you had a client or just yourself where you sort of thought, oh, I don't really want to go for red, gold or green, just having the accent nail that's the Christmas pudding is just really nice. It's quite unusual as well, but oh, I just absolutely love these. I think they're so nice, especially sort of just before Christmas. So yeah, I hope that you liked this video, guys. Please like and subscribe for future videos, and I will see you all again soon. Bye.